There are so many cameras here today because we have the phones broadcasting live online. We have your phone here. Burt's over there.
Yes.
Okay. And then we have our camera here. And
It's
we're talking
Meerkat
about
Inception.
We're talking about Meerkat. It's actually a little frightening how much you can do, but it's also exciting the capabilities that we have now, right?
Right. Well, you know, 7 years ago, Burt and I tried live casting by carrying a laptop in our bag, a cellular modem, a camera on our shoulder. It would only run for 2 hours, and it was horrible. Now, with Meerkat, it's as simple as logging into Twitter and saying stream now. And instantly you're sending video out to your audience.
So it's really easy, right? You have to download the app, and it's only on iPhones.
It's only on iPhone. And the thing that's kind of compelling is that, you know, there are a lot of other sort of streaming services, but this one, once you download it and once you hit stream, it's streaming. And the thing that I think a lot of people have done is that they've downloaded it and they're kind of like, you know, somewhere and thinking, oh, maybe I'll just hit stream. Boom, it's like live, right? So, and the thing that's kind of compelling is that it's purely live, it's raw, it's like in the moment. So I think it's getting a lot of interest right now. People are trying to discover what's the really optimal use case. So there's, you know, you can do it for, like if you're on the scene at a, let's say something happening, maybe there's a conference for the news, or people are just at home cooking and, you know, doing, I've seen people like myself streaming my dog.
So it's pretty cool because it interacts with Twitter. So if you're friends on Twitter, you can find out they have a live stream going on.
Right.
But how does it work in the app? Because then you have other capabilities if you have the app, right?
Well, so the thing that's really compelling, in addition to the fact that it's easy to use, is that you can have comments. So when people are watching your stream, they can ask you a question. You can read it on the screen of the app and respond. So if they say, oh, you know, what's going on to your left and who is that guy in the back, you can actually turn your camera and point it that way and see that kind of feedback.
I find it a combination of exciting and frightening that you can do this on your phone, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it depends on if you're in a fairly, let's say, controlled environment and like this. I mean, we're not going to say something odd, but you know.
Speak for yourself.
but I think if you know, if you're having a live sort of interaction, the tweets that are coming in are also live. So I've seen examples where somebody is just doing a conversation, maybe teaching somebody how to do Meerkat, and there's the trolls. The trolls will show up, right? And the trolls will start to, you know, like make their comments on Twitter, and it'll actually come up on the stream.
But as with any technology, Meerkat only about a month old, and it already has competitors, right?
Right. So the thing is, it's reliant on Twitter for that social graph. So that's what makes it very compelling, but that's also their Achilles heel. And as soon as it started to take off, Twitter, which has a competing app coming out soon, said you can't use these specific services. So the problem with building your life on someone else's platform is they can always pull the rug out from under you. And already I'm curious to see what Twitter's entry into the space is going to be like. It's called Periscope. But Meerkat definitely did very well. It did well at South by Southwest because people compare it to Snapchat because you can be very casual with it. You don't have to be as serious with it, but that can also be, as Burt said, the downside to it as well.
All right, so technology is changing. Tell me about your show, when it's coming up, and what you're talking about.
Well, it's going to come up this afternoon at 5 o'clock, and we're talking to some teams from Kealakehe and Iolani that are doing something called Moon Riders, and they're actually sending this device to the moon on one of the landers.
On Hawaii Public Radio.
That's right,
hey,
5 o'clock.
Burt, Ryan, thanks for coming in today. The geeks, always with compelling new information in the tech world. We're going to be back with more after a little dance.
Yeah.
Yes.